Now that we have our Meteor and Expo set up, we're going to put these projects inside of our text editor. So I'm going to open up my Finder here and find that that PokeMap folder, which has both the Meteor server and the Expo files in it, and just drag and drop it into Sublime. So that way I can look in here and see, I got my Expo stuff and my Meteor stuff right here, and we can just code right right inside of Sublime with one file set that we can just open and close at need, so we don't have to go searching for the code later on. That's mostly why we put both of these inside the same folder, just so we can kind of have a look at the server stuff that we're going to be running and the client React Native app that we'll be building. So now let's go ahead and spin up our Meteor server for the first time and look at what we got on screen. So right now I am inside of this Poke server directory. Just to show you, now I'm listing out, I'm inside of this PokeMap directory right here. We have the PokeMap, Poke server. We can just change our directory into that Poke server and start up our Meteor app. All we have to do in order to get this started up is just type in Meteor. And what this is going to do, especially for people running for this first time, this is going to start up Meteor. Make sure it has all npm files installed. Make sure your code base is running properly. It'll start up your MongoDB, which is your database, and then it's going to deploy your application to a local host in your computer. Now, if you've never done this before, just go ahead. Once it says app running at localhost 3000 on your computer, just type in localhost :3000 and hit enter. And you're going to get a Meteor deployed website right on screen. They give you like a little website right here, and you can actually look at this code if you go into if you go into your client of your Poke server and look at the main HTML. You can see, welcome to Poke server. This is the main HTML file that we see right here inside of our code. So this website's not live. It is a local host on your computer, only going to run on your computer just for testing purposes. And then obviously, later on we would deploy this out to the internet. You could deploy the website or the server or both. It's completely up to you with Meteor. Now the cool thing about Meteor is that if I go inside of the main HTML and I change something like welcome to Poke server to welcome to, oh wait, yours probably says welcome to Meteor, right? I think I changed this when I was playing around with the code earlier. You can go ahead and change this to whatever you want. I'll change it back to Meteor, and as soon as I save it, you'll see the website refreshes instantly. And it even says it inside of your terminal. It says client modified refreshing. Meteor has hot code push for the web, which is pretty awesome. So everything with Meteor is pretty lightning fast. Everything kind of comes set up, which is really great for us. We are going to be getting rid of basically all of our front-end code. So we're going to delete out the main CSS. We're going to delete out the main JS file. Inside of HTML here, we're going to delete out all this template code, and we'll delete out this code here, and we're just going to say, welcome to Poke server, and then maybe, we'll say something like, we are building a mobile app, and we'll refresh that. And this is actually the last thing we're going to do with the Meteor website. So I'm just going to close out this local 3000. Everything we're going to be doing with Meteor we'll have to do inside of the server folder, and another folder we're going to make called imports. And then we'll look at any errors or anything that come up inside of the terminal here. So we have our Meteor server set up. We'll get into some more stuff in the next video. I don't want this to go too long, but hopefully everything went fine for you. Sometimes getting Meteor set up for the first time can be a little tricky. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the video. See you in the next video.